Good day, class. Today we will talk about problem solving involving algebraic expression. Okay, so we will apply what you've learned about algebraic expression when we encounter real life problems. So our objective is to solve problems involving algebraic expressions. Okay, there are situations when algebraic representations are necessary. In many cases, these algebraic expressions are polynomials. So to find solutions to these problems, we need to apply the process of performing operations with polynomials. So that's why it is really important for you to be good at operations on polynomials. Okay? So you have to know how to add, subtract, multiply, and divide polynomials for you to easily solve problems. Okay? So let's consider this problem. A rectangle has an area of x squared minus 1 and a width of x minus 1. The question is, what is its length? Okay, so what is the length of the rectangle given the area x squared minus 1 and the width x minus 1? So the solution here is we have A, or we will let A be the area of the rectangle, then L be the length, and W be the width of the rectangle. So you have to take note that the formula on finding the area of the rectangle is A is equal to length times width. Okay, A is equal to length times width. Then after that, to solve the problem, we are looking for L, or the length. Let's substitute the given. Now, ask yourself, what is A? A is the area of the rectangle. On the problem, it says that the area of the rectangle is x squared minus 1. We will write x squared minus 1. Then after that is equal to length times width. Okay, since length is missing, we will write L here, then times width. On the problem, the width is x minus 1. Therefore, we will be having length times x minus 1. Okay? Then, to solve this, you have to take note that if the operation is multiplication, we can divide both sides of the equation or the whole equation by the coefficient of the missing variable, wherein our variable or missing variable here is length, and its coefficient is x minus 1, right? Therefore, to solve for L, or for the length, we have to isolate it. Let's divide both sides, okay? The To the right of equal symbol, divide x minus 1. Why x minus 1? Because it is the coefficient of the length. Okay? So x minus 1. Then after that, divide to the left of the equal symbol, also x minus 1. Why? Okay, to maintain the equality of the expression. Okay, we divide x minus 1 here, therefore, we also divide x minus 1 on the left side. Okay, then after that, as you can see, when we divide this L times x minus 1 divided by x minus 1, the answer is L. Why L? Because x minus 1 divide x minus 1 is 1, right? So L times 1 is L, or length. Now, when we focus on here, it is somehow division of polynomials. Okay, so we have to divide x squared minus 1 by x minus 1. In that case, so applying the rule for sum and difference of two terms, right? So we discussed about sum and difference of two terms, and we've noticed that the numerator x squared minus 1 is somehow the product of sum and difference of two terms, right? When we factor it out, our answer should be x plus 1 times x minus 1. Okay? When we check it, let's multiply x plus 1 times x minus 1, that is sum and difference of two terms. X times x is x squared. Then positive 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. That's why we have x squared minus 1. Okay? That is the product of sum and difference of two terms. In that case, let's use this as our numerator, okay, to substitute x squared minus 1. So this one, or x squared minus 1, x squared minus 1 will be x plus 1 times x minus 1. Then divided by x minus 1. What have you noticed? In division of polynomials, we can cancel the same term, okay? As you can see, we can cancel x minus 1 here on the numerator and x minus 1 on the denominator because they are the same. When we divide x minus 1 by x minus 1, the answer is equal to 1, right? So x plus 1 times 1 is x plus 1 divided by 1 because we eliminated them. The answer is x plus 1. Therefore, the length of the rectangle is x plus 1. Okay? So as you can see, when we multiply length times width, that is length x plus 1 times width x minus 1, the answer is x squared minus 1. Okay, next problem. Find an expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. So we are asked to find the expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. And to find the perimeter, you have to take note that it is the sum of all sides of a plane. So the perimeter is equal to sum of all sides. As you can see, we have 7 here. Since it is rectangle, we can say that the other side is also 7. Then here, 3a plus 4. Therefore, its opposite side, or this side, is equal to 3a plus 4. Okay? Since perimeter is the sum of all sides, we have to add all of these sides. Okay? So, 3a plus 4 plus 3a plus 4. Okay? The length of this side plus 7. Okay? Then plus 7, the length of this side. Then let's simplify. You have to combine similar terms. So, as you can see, this term 3a is the same as this term 3a because they both have a as the variable and its exponent is 1. Okay? So, 3a plus 3a is 6a. Then this 4, 4, 7, and 7 are constants. Therefore, 4 plus 4 is 8, plus 7 is 15, plus 7 is 22. So, since it is positive, our answer is plus 22. Okay? So, 6a plus 22 is the expression for the perimeter of the rectangle. Therefore, the expression for the perimeter of the figure or of the rectangle is 6a plus 22. Now, what if we have this question? What is the perimeter of a rectangle if a is equal to 1/3? What if the value of a is 1/3? Okay, what are you going to do is to use the obtained result in number 1. So 6a plus 22, wherein we have to substitute a by 1/3. So as you can see on our solution, we have the perimeter of the rectangle is equal to 6a plus 22. Then solve for the perimeter, substitute a by 1/3. We changed a by 1/3. We will be having this solution. 6 times 1 is 6. Then divided by 3 plus 22. Okay, 6 divide 3 is positive 2 plus 22 is 24. Therefore, the perimeter of a rectangle, if a is 1/3, is 24 units. Okay, so the total of these sides are 24 units. Let's have another example. A man was asked how much he paid for his watch. He replied, if you multiply the price by 4 and to the product add 70. And from this sum, subtract 50. The remainder will be equal to 2,200. Now, to solve this, you have to analyze the problem. Okay? So, to solve this, we must first translate the condition of the problem into such algebraic expression as will form an equation. So, let the price of the watch be represented by y. Okay? Since we don't know the price of the watch, we will let that as the variable y. So, this price is to be multiplied by 4. Therefore, we will be having 4y because we have to multiply it by 4. Then, after that, it says that to the product, add 70. So, from this 4y, we have to add 70. That's why we have 4y plus 70. From this, okay, because here on our problem, from this, subtract 50. Okay, therefore, we will be having 4y plus 70 minus 50. And the remainder or the remaining money will be equal to 2,200. On that case, we have to equate it by 2,200. So 4y plus 70 minus 50 is equal to 2,200. Okay? So to solve this, you have to combine like terms or similar terms. In this case, we can simplify 70 minus 50 because they are both constants. Okay? So 70 minus 50, that is 20. Copy 4y and copy 2,200. Then after that, you have to transpose 20 to the other side. Again, you have to put or transpose this 20 to the other side. But you have to take note, if the term was transposed to the other side, you have to change it. You have to change its sign. Okay? Since the sign of 20 is positive, when we transpose it, it will become negative. Okay? When we transpose it to the other side of the equal symbol, it will become negative 20. Okay? So 4y is equal to 2,200 minus 20. And when we simplify this, the answer is 2,180. Now, how are we going to solve for the price of the watch or for the variable y? The same process as we did earlier, we have to isolate the variable. So to make it possible, we have to divide both sides by the coefficient of the variable. What is the coefficient of the variable here? The variable is y. Its coefficient is 4. Therefore, we have to divide both sides by 4. In this case, we have 4y divide 4 is equal to 2,180 divide 4. Okay, when we divide 4 by 4, that is equal to 1. So 1 times y is y. Then 2,180 divide 4 is 545. Therefore, y is equal to 545. And what is y? That is the price of the watch. Okay? The price of the watch be represented by y. Therefore, the value of y is equal to 545 pesos, which is the price of the watch. Okay? Let's have another example. Find three consecutive even integers such that the largest is 3 times the smallest. Okay, so we are talking about three consecutive integers, even integers. Okay, so that is three successive even numbers like 246, 8, 10, 12, and the like. What have you noticed? If our first integer is 2, therefore, it is followed by 4. Then after that, 6. To identify the successive even integers, you have to add 2 from the first integer, let's say 2 plus 2, okay, to find the second integer, which is 4. To find the third integer, you have to add 4 to the first integer. So 2 plus 4 is 6, and so on and so forth. Therefore, if we are looking for the 4 consecutive integers, we have to represent it by x as our first integer, x plus 2 as our second integer, x plus 4 as our third integer, and x plus 6 as our fourth integer. So in this case, since we are looking for the 3 consecutive even integers, we have to let x be the first integer or the smaller number, then x plus 2 be the second integer, x plus 4 be the third integer. Okay? Again, if the problem is 3 consecutive even or odd integers, you have to add 2, 4 to the first integer. Okay? So in this case, let's analyze the problem. 3 consecutive even integers such that the largest is 3 times the smallest. Okay, this largest is 3 times the smallest. Therefore, the largest, x plus 4, is equal to 3 times the smallest. Therefore, 3x. So, x plus 4 is equal to 3x. Okay? Then, what are you going to do is to combine similar terms. Here, we have similar terms and those are 3x and x. Okay? Because they are both on the first degree or the exponent of the variable x is 1. Okay, that's why they are like terms. Okay, to simplify them, you have to combine them together. How are we going to make it possible? So we have to transpose this x to the other side of equal symbol. In that case, its sign will be changed. Okay, so positive x to the other side will become negative x. Okay, positive 4 is equal to 3x minus x. Now, let's subtract this. So, 4 is equal to 3x minus x is 2x. Okay, because when we subtract the coefficient, 3 minus 1 is 2. Then, copy the variable x. Okay? Then, after that, to solve this, 4 is equal to 2x, we have to isolate the variable. And to isolate the variable, you have to divide both sides of the equation by the numerical coefficient of our variable. So the numerical coefficient of our variable is 2. Therefore, divide both sides by 2. So 4 divide 2 is equal to 2x divide 2. Okay? So 4 divide 2 is equal to 2. Then 2x divide 2 is equal to x. Because when we divide 2 by 2, that is equal to 1. So 1 times x is x. Okay? Therefore, x is equal to 2. And that is our first integer or the smaller number. To find the second integer, you have to use this x plus 2. Okay? So as you can see, x plus 2, you have to change this x by the obtained value of x, which is 2. Okay? That's why we have x will become 2 plus 2, that is equal to 4. Therefore, the second integer is equal to 4. Okay? Then, the third integer, x plus 4, we have x that is equal to 2 plus 4 is equal to 6. Okay? So, as you can see, our 3 consecutive even integers are 2, 4, and 6. Okay? Again, to easily solve problems involving algebraic expressions, you have to know the basic terms like variables, constants, the terms, the like terms, unlike terms, and you have to be familiar on how to divide, how to multiply, how to subtract, and how to add polynomials. Okay? To easily solve problems. That's all for today. Thank you so much, everyone, and God bless you all.